If I was starting my UGC journey today from zero again, this is exactly what I would do in the next 7 days. And if you're trying to start your UGC journey and you feel confused, overwhelmed, so much information goes on around the internet and you don't know where to start, this video is for you. Now, what I'm not going to promise you is that you're going to land brand briefings in 48 hours once you do these steps, or that you're going to be making 5 figures in your first month. But what I am going to teach you is how you can set yourself up in the next 7 days in a way that is sustainable and honest as a beginner, and in a way that everything will make sense for you. And this is even if you have zero experience working at brands, you have no portfolio, and let's be honest, you don't have a big following or none at all. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. I'm a full-time travel content creator and I turned a UGC creator a year ago. I created this little corner on YouTube and of the internet to teach you how you can monetize in the next 12 months as a UGC creator in a way that is sustainable and honest, and doing it in a way that your creative work actually supports the life that you want to build in the next upcoming year. The video will have timestamps below so you can navigate through it as much as you need. And let's just get into the video. The biggest mistake that I see beginner creators do is that you feel like you need to have everything figured out and you need to be everywhere all from the beginning. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. You don't need a perfect portfolio. You don't need to be locked in forever in one particular type of niche. You don't need a website. You don't need a big following. You don't need to have previous experience. What you need is to create a consistent routine and have a structure behind what you're doing so that you can create momentum for yourself. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you to do in the next 7 days. So let's start with day one. Day one, you're going to hate me for this. We're going to have you pick a niche. And why do I want you to pick a niche? You don't want to be crowding yourself and crowding your brain with too many options. Meaning, I don't want you to be thinking that you want to go into general lifestyle or travel or beauty or wellness or tech all in one go. Not 5, not 6 niches. We want one clear niche. And what I want you to understand is that it's important that you start off with a clear niche, and then later on, as you progress, you grow out your niches and you can diverge on the type of content that you create as a UGC creator. And again, why is this easier? Because when you get so overwhelmed with so many options, you won't create quality content from the beginning because you're trying to be everywhere and to fit everyone's needs. And that's not what we're going for. We want clear, focused, organized strategy that will help us grow in the long term. So how can you actually pick a niche that is easy for you to do? I recommend that you look at products that you already own. As well, I want you to think about a product or something that you have in your house and that you would be comfortable on camera talking about it. And lastly, I want something that you can easily film from your home. Let's say beauty, wellness, home decor, apps, technology, food and beverage. Any of these will work perfectly fine. What we're going for here is clarity and focus, and not just trying to be perfect and trying to be everywhere all at once, okay? Then what I want you to do is, let's say that you say that you're gonna go into the food and beverage. Let's say you love coffee, you love making food, you're going into the food and beverage UGC space. What I want you to do is go over to your kitchen and look at the brands that you currently have in your pantry and make a list of the brands that you would like to work with. Let's say that you like a specific taco seasoning. Write down the brand name. Let's say that you like a specific type of yogurt, or let's say that you have a particular glass container that you like keeping your food in the fridge. Whatever those brands are, make a list of them and love them and leave them alone, okay? Now let's go into day 2 and 3. These will be like a compound effect, but day 2 and 3 will be critical for the rest of the process, okay? So what I want you to do on day 2, I want you to start getting into the habit of filming yourself. If you're not used to creating content and if you're not used to filming stuff around your house, I think the easiest way for you to do this is to film yourself for at least 1 or 2 moments of your day, okay? So let's say you're gonna be filming yourself making your coffee. You're gonna film yourself getting ready in the morning. You're gonna film yourself going out for a walk with your dog. Whatever you're doing, get into the habit of filming 10-second videos of yourself throughout your day. So day 2, I want you to film yourself. Film your routines. Film basic everyday moments. And again, why do I want you to do that? Because I want you to get into the habit of filming. I want you to get into the habit of discovering different angles that you can approach one mundane task in. And I want you to just get comfortable with holding your phone and creating. What I want you to do as well on day 2 is try to find editing software that is easy for you to use so that you can get into the basics of video editing, okay? So editing software. Now, I personally recommend one of two. I use CapCut a lot because I find it very easy. I can edit it on my phone. I have it on my desktop version as well, but CapCut is really like beginner friendly, so I really like it. And if I'm going to be creating content specifically for Instagram, I use edits as well. And I don't want you to do anything crazy when it comes to editing softwares. I just want you to learn the basics of video editing, like cutting videos, adding sound to it, maybe adding some text overlay, nothing crazy, nothing too big, but just something so that you can see which software actually works best for you and where you are in your learning journey. That was day 2. On day 3, I want you to go into specifics, okay? Day 3 will be the day that you're going to actually create sample videos so that you can start shipping them out to brands. And there are, in my opinion, 3 types of videos that you should have in your sample videos or mini portfolio, if you want to call it. And that is, I want you to have a testimonial or talking to camera video. These are essentials. A talking to camera video or a testimonial style video is what I'm doing now. Okay, so sit down in front of your camera and talk. Another very important type of video is, of course, POV, B-roll, aesthetic video. And I don't want you to focus too much on the word aesthetic. I just want you to focus on B-roll shots. So again, filming your simple routines, filming yourself around your house, filming yourself using the products that you have around your house. POV shots, so your point of view when you're using those products. These are basic types of videos that you will use on basically every brand briefing because every brand wants to have a point of view shot. Every brand wants to have a B-roll of how their product fits into the person's life. And the aesthetic part, again, I don't want you to focus too much on that, but just make the product look nice and make it look easy to use and make it look appetizing, let's say, for users, okay? And then lastly, I want you to do a voiceover video. And what do I mean by voiceover video? Let's say that you're gonna take these POV and B-roll shots that you did for the other video, and you're gonna cut them all together, and you're gonna talk over those videos. Very simple, very basic. How would you sell me this pen type of thing, okay? How would you sell me the lip gloss that you're using on your Get Ready With Me? Whatever it is that you're doing, let's do a recorded voice that goes over that video, and that's very basic and simple. And why are these 3 types of videos very important? Well, being very honest with you, some brand briefings will ask you to do all 3 types of videos in one. Some brands will ask you to do only a voiceover, but you will have to have POV and B-roll shots of the product. Other brands will ask you to have talking head videos because they want to see your personality and how you communicate to the camera. And every single brand will ask because they want, again, to see you. You are the focal point. You are the person that is going to help sell their service, sell their product. So they want to see you, your personality, shine through the videos. That's why all of these 3 videos are key components. They're super important and they must be on your portfolios, mini sample videos, whatever you want to call them. I don't think that you need to be worried about unboxing videos or making these super aesthetic shots of how the product looks. We're not doing ads of the product itself. We're doing ads for the people using the products, okay? So let's not get super ramped up on unboxings and this type of stuff. That's unnecessary. That's extra stuff that you can do on the side later on. These 3 are the things that you need to focus on now, okay? Moving on, we're going to day 4. So day 4, I want you to start signing up for UGC platforms, and I want you to start focusing on your personal brand. And how are we going to do that? Through social media. And now before you go nuts on me, platforms are super useful because these are going to connect you to brands directly, and they are going to be an easy, sure way of you getting hired because brands are already looking for creators on these platforms. Social media, on the other hand, is going to put you out there. It's going to expose you. It's going to be another way for brands to find you, maybe in a more organic way. And it's as well a way for you to build community with other UGC creators. I mean, the UGC space is actually a very nice community that we have online, and it's very good that you see how other creators are doing their content, get ideas, get inspiration, and it's a great way for brands, again, to find you. Now, I don't want you to go crazy, and I don't want you to sign up for 15 platforms and 15 social media platforms. No way. So I will link below all the platforms that I think you should sign up for. I don't think you should do more than 5. And why? And even 5, it's a lot, it's stretching it. But by signing up for 5 different platforms, you have 5 different opportunities to find different brands to collaborate at different levels of experience. Okay, so I will say 5 platforms, and I want you to focus on one social media platform. And again, I want you to be very specific on the social media platform that you're going to choose, because the idea is not to be everywhere. The idea is not to be posting every single day. The idea is just to find one platform that you like, that you resonate with, that you can over time grow and create content on there so that you can build your personal brand. And I am a big believer in personal brand because it's all very nice to, want to be incognito and just work with brands on the side and that's that. But the reality is you won't be able to grow as a creator if you're not exposing yourself, if you're not putting yourself out there, if you're not creating content for yourself in order for brands and a community of people to find you. Because although, like I said previously on other videos, although UGC does not require you to have social following, some platforms, for example, UGC platforms and some brands will ask you for social proof. Like if you've done any video, they will want you to link to that video over on a social media platform so that they can see the analytics behind it. When it comes to social media, we're not going to chase virality. We're not going to chase views. We're not going to chase any of that. Think of social media as a social portfolio where you will be exposing yourself. That's it. There are some basic things that you need to set up when it comes to your social media. Your profile will be very important. I want you to pick a selfie or a clear photo where we can see your face. And then I want you to do something very simple. Put your name, and next to your name, put UGC creator. Why? All social media platforms and algorithms act the same. They will show your content to people based off of your social media name. So if you have UGC creator, the Instagram algorithm or the TikTok algorithm will most likely show your content to people interested or typing on the search bars UGC creator. On your first line of your bio, you're going to put your niche and your location. So let's say that you are a beauty UGC creator. You're going to put beauty UGC creator based in X place. And your location is important. Why? Because some brands want to immediately identify which country you're set into and as well which city, because sometimes it happens that they're looking for creators to go to physical locations to do shoots for. So having your location is super important and very clear for them to find you. The second line of your bio will be your email. If you want to be very professional and very organized, of course, I recommend that you create a separate email address just for your UGC work. But if you don't want to do that, you can just add your personal email and just be on the lookout for any possible inbounds that you might receive through there. What I want you to do next is to actually post the 3 videos that we created yesterday, your sample videos. We're going to post them onto your social media platform of choice. And what I want you to do is pin those videos to the top. That will be like your social platform portfolio, okay? Anyone can find those videos, anyone can see those examples, and anyone can easily see the type of content that you can create. And again, the point of social media platforms, for them to be an organic way for brands to find you. And if you have your pinned examples to the top, they can easily see what type of content you can create for them. So that is day 4, and it's already a full day of work. So I don't want you to get super overwhelmed. And day 5, we're gonna take it back a notch. And day 5, what I want you to do is to post these sample videos over on the UGC platforms that you chose. So most of these UGC platforms, already within the platform itself, they have a portfolio section. So what I want you to do for day 5 is just upload the 3 sample videos that you created on day 3. You're going to be posting them onto the platform. So let's say you signed up for 5 platforms. You will have to post the 3 videos to the 5 platforms. And that can take a little bit of time depending on internet connection and file sizes. So day 5, I want you to take a little bit of a back breather and just relax, upload the content there. And I want you to make sure that your profiles are with as much information as possible, so that if brands do find you through those UGC platforms, they have all relevant information, how to contact you, what you're about, where you're based, and so on and so forth. So that's day 5. Day 5 is an easy one. It's a super fast one to get over. And then on day 6, I want you to apply to brand briefings on these platforms. Or if you feel very adventurous, I want you to send a cold pitch email to the list of brands that you made on day 1. Well, you're probably saying by now, Ashley, I'm not ready to apply for brand briefings. That's the point. I want you to apply even when you don't feel ready. I want you to get yourself out there even when you feel like you're not capable. I want you to start doing things before you feel ready. Because if you're going to be waiting for the day that you feel ready to do anything, we're never going to go anywhere. When it comes to cold pitching, the most likely thing is that you won't have the correct email of like the marketing department or the social media or the influencer email addresses within the companies. So I'd see nothing wrong with you just sending a email to the general contact support address of the brands and wait for someone to respond to you. Now, I do want to set you up for real life situations, and that is most likely when you cold pitch a brand, you're not going to get any response from them. And that's okay. I don't want you to get as well super angry or frustrated that no one answers you. It is very common, even for experienced content creators, to not get an answer back from brands. So if no one responds to you, don't take it personally, keep going. And for the brand briefings that you're applying, you might be accepted or you might not be accepted. And again, don't take it personally. You need to think of UGC kind of in the same way that I had to approach aviation when I was a flight attendant, and the same way that I think actors and performers need to look at casting calls. UGC, we're basically being casted for ads. We're being casted for publicity. So you may fit the role that they're looking for, you may fit into the look that they're looking for, or you may not. And is there anything wrong if you get denied for a brand briefing? No, it's fine. Maybe you won't get the one that you wanted, but maybe you'll get another one that is even better or bigger, and that's okay. So by you applying to brand briefings or sending cold pitch emails, it doesn't mean that a yes is guaranteed, and it doesn't mean that a no is guaranteed either. What I want you to do is just to get over the fear of applying when you don't feel ready. So we made it to day 7. And what are we going to do on day 7? Day 7 is about rinsing and repeating. And I know that this is probably the most complicated part in the entire process, because people get overwhelmed with the amount of work that you have to do to become a UGC creator or to become a creator in general, okay? But the reality is, if you can build a routine that fits into your life, it will be a lot easier for you to be consistently showing up in a way that is sustainable for your life. So the one thing that I want you to keep in habit is to film one moment of your day for every single day of your life for 365 days out of the year. And I know that that sounds like a mouthful, and it is. But if you get into the habit of filming 10 seconds of your life every day, when you look at it, you will have at least at the end of the month, 30 to 31 pieces of content that are easily compiled and will make a video for you to post on your social media. Let's say that you tell me you can't be posting every day on social media. Makes sense. Not everyone has the availability for that, and I don't want you to even get crowded on that. If you say that you can only show up and post once per week on whatever social platform you chose, that's what you're going to do. Define a day of the week. It's either going to be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, whenever. Pick a day of the week that you know that you can create content during the week for, and post it on that relevant day. I personally think that if you work, for example, a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, I think the easiest thing is maybe for you to post on a Sunday. You can create content from Monday to Friday, those 10-second videos every day of your life for 6 days out of the week. On Saturday, 1 hour. Take 1 hour when you're sitting on the couch watching TV. Whip out your phone, edit the video. On Sunday, you post it. And let's say that you can't keep up every day going onto the UGC platforms that you signed up for and looking for jobs. Okay, the same day of the week that you're going to be posting on social media, you go over to these platforms and you check what jobs are available, what brands are offering, and you're going to apply for those brand briefings. If you get selected, you will receive an email. You will receive some sort of notification on your phone or on your email saying that you were selected. Okay, and that's what I want you to be focusing on. UGC and becoming content creator, regardless if it's full-time or a side hustle, is all about consistency and routines. And I know that we see a lot of videos on productivity online, how you can be productive and how you can go, and this hustle culture and all that stuff. And while all of that is true, trying to keep up with the Joneses is what's going to get you into burnout mode, and you're going to quit the second that you can. And that's not what we're trying to do here. So create something within the scope of your current lifestyle where content creation and UGC creation fits into your life. And that's what you're going to stick to. And all you're going to do week after week after week is rinse and repeat. That's it. So as you can see, 7 days in, all we did was create a system and a routine in order for us to show up when we're not ready, when nothing is perfect, but we just need to get ourselves out there. And I hope that that is what you got after following these steps for 7 days. And what is more important, I think, for you is that once you create this, you know that you're setting yourself up to possibly signing your first paid UGC deals in the first month that you signed on. Because becoming a creator is nothing more than finding systems and routines that work with your life and that make sure that you keep showing up regardless of how life throws its curveballs at you and plans change. You have a structure and you have something to go off on. So in the description, I will leave linked below free supporting documents that I created to go alongside this video. And I hope this video serves you in a way that you learn how to make content creation fit into your routine and set yourself up for success from the very beginning without perfection and without too much hype or too much complication. If you like the content of this video, please leave a like. And if you think that you learned a thing or two, please consider subscribing to this channel. This is how I can keep showing up consistently every week for free for you guys. And I hope to see you on the next one.